past few months, certain situations, things, people keep coming back around again. And I've been noticing how they're coming back around again, I think to give me a bit of perspective, maybe even a little bit of closure, but also I think to show me how far I've actually come in the past few years, because a lot of the situations and things that have been coming up have been from 18 months plus ago. And something happened really recently in the past few days, which was surprising, but it actually gave me a whole different perspective. But it was also because a person actually told me the truth, told me the full truth about a certain situation, whereas I was making up my own story in my own mind based on behaviours and actions as to why this person was behaving this way and why this situation turned out the way that it did. And as we all do, we make it quite personal. It feels like it's something to do with us, that we have done something, or why are we getting treated this way. But I've really realised after having this conversation and experience again is that it really isn't us. There is so much that we all go through that we don't necessarily always disclose to everyone. However, I think when we are in situations when we are dealing with other people and emotions and feelings get involved, we should be disclosing what is going on for us, because for the other person it can be really harmful to let them come up with their own scenarios in their head about why this is happening. However, at the same time, I think as the other person, we also need to meet other people's behaviours with more curiosity rather than defensiveness or taking things personally, and ask ourselves, well, why? Why is this person behaving this way? Why is this person saying this? Why is this situation happening? Because ultimately there is something going on with the other person for them to be saying the things that they're saying, doing the things that they're doing. There is a reason. They might just not be telling you the reason. And it's in those moments that we need to take a step back and realise that it's not about us, and that the other person may not be capable of telling us what is going on for them, and we can only let that hurt us if we allow it to. There needs to be maybe a bit of distance between what is actually being said and done versus what is happening for the other person and how we are receiving the words, the actions, the situation. And while for me this situation has really, it's given me some closure, it's given me a bit of an aha moment, which is why I wanted to share it, because I think we all go through these times in our lives or situations where we really do come up with this whole other narrative about why something happened. And for me, it was quite different to what I had made up in my head. The actual reason behind it, and this person felt that they were now able to be a bit more vulnerable and open up, and it was lovely to be able to experience that and to realize that this person was actually going through quite a lot of stuff behind the scenes that I never knew about or never saw. And so it all made a whole lot more sense to me now. And then it also gave me an opportunity to decide for myself how I wanted to proceed forward in this situation from now on. And I had a moment of being really proud of myself that I had that self-awareness now of knowing that I had a decision here. It was my decision how I wanted to move forward, what was going to be best for me now. Because 18 months ago, I was a total different version of me, in a totally different place. And to be able to now have that perspective and awareness, and I think just feel more confident in myself and in making my own decisions. That's been a big thing, and I know I've spoken about that before, about not trusting myself to make the right decision based on other people's voices in my head. But I'm in a place now where I really am trusting my own decisions, and I've made some really big ones the past few months. And so I really could stop and weigh up how this situation could impact me for the good or for the bad. And I had to make a decision based on what is best for me and what is best for me now, knowing everything that I do now know. And it was really empowering, and it has just, I think, given me closure, not just in that situation, but in a whole other lot of situations that I've been in or are going through, where everything just isn't as it seems, I think, and we just do need to remember that there usually is a whole lot more going on than we know, and we just need to be curious rather than jump into conclusions. We need to stop making up narratives in our head, even though that helps us, or we think that it's helping us to make sense of things. And I think we just need to also be aware of what is right for us and trust that we know what is right for us, even though it might hurt or might be really hard, and it might not be the way that we wanted it to be. It didn't work out the way that we wanted it to be. So that's my little pearl of wisdom that I thought I would share.